Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Я очень рада всех видеть, очень рада всех слышать. Я прошу вас написать в чате, слышно ли меня. Can you hear me, please? And just a second, I will settle my account. Yeah, I see your replies. Excellent. So if I see your replies here, it means that I don't need any extra devices to track your answers in my chat, in our chat, and I'm very glad that all of you are here. I'm very happy to see you all, and that we are unfortunately not so many as I will settle my account. Not so many as I expected, but I hope that some more people will join us, because as I texted to you, this is technical issue, and though we have a week off, I think it's necessary to keep working and training to reach good results. So last webinar that we had about 60 people. I hope that more people will join us, but if they can't, the recording of this streaming will be available in our account, I think, for about 2 days or maybe more. I haven't tracked the conditions, unfortunately, but I can text you more details as soon as I get some information. So what we are going to do now, we are going to talk about a very interesting issue of translation, that is the noun. And I'm sure that you know a lot about the grammatical functions of the noun, that it can perform the function of the subject, of the object, sometimes even of the predicate in terms of its predicative component. Of course, it can function as an attribute that we will see today, and that presents a grand problem for a translator, and we're going to discuss this problem. So today we will do a lot of translation, and I think this is a valuable part of such trainings. Last time we had, I think, quite a few chances to translate, but I think this time we will have much more chances to do that, and I encourage everybody here to express themselves and to text their variant of translation in our chat so that we can discuss them. Okay? And let's turn to the first problem that a translator faces in the English language, that is the plurals of the noun. And here we will see and check ourselves and challenge ourselves. We will look at some nouns which are quite well spread in technical language, and I will give you some time to look at the Russian words and translate them into English. Please translate all of them the way you see them, and mind that all of these nouns are in the plural, okay? So you will have some time limit, and I will be reading out these words for you and waiting for you to text the English equivalents of these nouns in the plural, okay? So that is явления, данные, тезисы, формулы, анализы, оси, базы, критерии, and среды. So please, everybody present here in our streaming, could you please text your vision, your translation of these words in English? So I see phenomena, absolutely. Okay, keep working. About данные, тезисы, data, awesome. Thesis, Anna, please check yourself. Ekaterina, good job. Yes. Phenomena, data, thesis, Leo. I'm not sure it's thesis the way you spell it. Okay, everybody, yeah, get involved. More translation, please. Okay, what do we have? Phenomena, data, criteria. Yeah, criteria, ready. Yeah, excellent. Data, records. You mean records like данные? Okay, good way. But what about, yeah, data, criteria, thesis. Okay. Yes. What about оси, базы, среды? Everybody, please. Pay attention to them. I need at least one version for среды and оси. I'm sure you know these words. Axis. Great. What about среды? Basis, axis. All right. What about the spelling of axis? And I still haven't got any version of the word среды. Radii, yes. Axis, surroundings, at least something. Yeah, good. But I'm sure you know the word environment. Could be, but I meant another one. So let me check what I have. Yeah, I have the singular and the plural of these words on the next slide that you will see now. And you see that these are the words that I meant. So you can check yourself. That's phenomenon, phenomena. I'm sure everybody knew that. Yes. Datum, data. The singular form sometimes might present difficulties because people do not remember them. Yes, medium, absolutely, Alexandra, right. This is what I meant. And you can see this word on your in my presentation on your screen. Yeah. So radius, radii, right? There were some correct answers. Formula, formulae, and formulas. Both of them are correct. And I saw that a lot of people know the Latin version, the orthodox, so to say, version, but formulas are okay to use now too. Analysis and analysis, yeah? Please mind the spelling as well as thesis, thesis, axis, axis, right? The spelling is different. Basis, basis, yeah? These are the different spelling issues that you have to observe. Then criterium, criteria, I believe it was quite all right. And the most difficult, the challenging one was media, media. But I see that most people know that. Yeah, excellent. So apart from general English, these words are very well spread and common for technical English, and you have to be careful with them because they represent the level of your proficiency. You have to know these words, right? So the second problem that we have with the nouns when we start thinking about the way to translate certain texts, technical texts, these are cases. And by cases, I mean падежи. I'm sure you know that fortunately the English language is not so rich in cases as Russian, and we have just few of them. And all these cases, they represent the relations between the words, between two nouns, with the help of prepositions. And preposition is another pain in the neck, as you probably know, and we have to remember and observe the right preposition and the way they regulate the case relationship between the nouns. So, and what we have in terms of cases, we have to look at the connection between the nouns in terms of prepositions. So if you look at my next slide, at the slide that I have, you will see 4 sentences that I want you to translate again, okay? Please pay attention to the prepositional relationship between 2 nouns, okay? And now please text the translation of the first sentence only. Please translate only the first sentence. Мы делаем эту работу в сотрудничестве с другими учеными. Just like that. В сотрудничестве с другими учеными. Okay? I'm looking forward to your translation right now in our chat. Please type it, okay? Text it for me. Мы делаем эту работу в сотрудничестве с другими учеными. I don't care which tense you are using, present simple or present continuous. It does not actually matter. But I am really concerned with the phrase в сотрудничестве с другими учеными. We do the work cooperating with other scientists. We are doing this work in cooperation with other scientists. We're doing this job in cooperation with other scientists. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yes, this is what I meant. In cooperation with. So prepositions here represent the agreement between the 2 nouns, actually 3 nouns. Работу, сотрудничестве, учеными. So let's look at sentence number 2. And now I need you to type to text the translation of the second sentence. Поверхность была покрыта пленкой. I will wait some time for you to translate. I hope you will not use a dictionary, but if the word pленка presents a difficulty, just wait 30 seconds. I will tell you the English equivalent. But if you know the word, please type it right away. I want to see the heroes who know the word пленка in English. Поверхность была покрыта пленкой. Yeah, so I see some people who know the word pленка, a film. Yes, I think film is better word than foil, because foil, this is the type of aluminum film that is used for baking, for cooking, and here it's not the appropriate term, but it's good that you know it. Yeah, film is good. The surface was covered with film or with a film. What do you think? Do we require an article or not? Is film countable or uncountable? It should be uncountable, absolutely. So it was covered with a film. Here we would mean a certain film, or we would mean a type of film. Yeah, so both variants are okay, but for more abstract meaning, I would refrain from using an article. So the surface was covered with. With here reproduces the case which corresponds to the Russian творительный падеж, right? Then, мы часто думаем о них. There is nothing technical in this sentence, but I just want to draw your attention to the preposition, okay? О них. What do you think? What should be the preposition? Would you type only the preposition? We often think, and the preposition, them. What preposition do we need? Мы часто думаем о них. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your ideas about the prepositions. The preposition about, the preposition о in this particular context. Yes, we often think of them. Absolutely. Think of. This is the cliche of the context. Yeah, please everybody mind that we have think of. We often think of them. Yeah. And the last but not least sentence, we've got the sentence about centrifugation. Мы использовали метод центрифугирования. I think this is a very easy sentence because the agreement is obvious. We used the method of centrifugation. I believe everybody would agree with this translation, yeah? The method of. Yeah, here are the sentences that we discussed. We use the method of centrifugation. This is what I need to draw your attention to. And jumping from this final sentence, we are going to discuss the case of relation expressing the idea of possessiveness. Yeah? Родительный падеж. Method of centrifugation. So, of is very frequently used in technical language as the start of a sentence. If you look at the sentence, which is typed with bigger letters, of the 5 items listed above, we have concentrated on the second one. What do you think? Is it the relation of possessiveness here or something different? In my opinion, of here, and actually it's not only my opinion, but that is a rule, if we have the sentence that starts with of in technical language, of here would relate not to the possessive case, yes, or to the equivalent of родительный падеж here, but that would mean the selection, the choice out of the 5 items listed above. We have concentrated on the second one. Из 5 пунктов, перечисленных выше, мы сконцентрировались на втором. Yeah? So this is just a minor remark for you to pay attention to such structures, because the structures are really frequent and they're worth attention. They're interesting. I believe you would agree with me. Another preposition that expresses the relationship between 2 nouns or even more nouns, this is the preposition благодаря. And I searched my memory in dictionaries and I looked up 5 equivalents in the English language to the Russian preposition благодаря. So let's try to check your collective mind. What do you think these 5 equivalents could be? Okay, please type text to me 5 variants to translate the preposition благодаря. Could you do it now, please? Благодаря. Like due to, owing to, thanks to. Awesome. Yeah, we have 4 versions. Oh, 3 versions already. Due to, owing to, thanks to. Because of. I'm not sure according to, actually. I'm not sure that can be thanks to. Yes. Owing to. Yeah, great. Through. Yeah, in certain contexts they could be translated like as благодаря. Yeah. In virtue of, I'm very thankful, Camila, to you, because in virtue of is a frequently used preposition in technical text, but which is of minor popularity in general English. If you look at the next slide, you will see the 5 ones that I wanted to draw attention to. By virtue of, owing to, like you mentioned, because of, due to, thanks to. Yeah, and I see some people texting through, which I think could be a really nice way, but I'm not sure about thankfully, because I believe thankfully would mean a different thing, and it doesn't sound so technical. But thanks to does. It could be used easily in technical texts. So by can be a way to translate благодаря. Yeah, absolutely. So prepositions and conjunctions, they are a big topic for discussion, and we will devote a separate class to them, a separate discussion session to them. So now let's turn to the third and the biggest problem that we can face when we discuss nouns in translation. And this problem is called a noun chain. Oh, I see another variant in consequence of. No, I would check it. I cannot think of an example where it would function as a synonym for YouTube, but if you can provide an example, why not? We can consider that, can we? So, back to the third problem, that is the noun chain. I'm sure you've seen such phrases, and very often it's really hard to interpret them, to see what they mean. This phrases where we've got several nouns in a row, it's hard to even start the translation with, like where we should start our translation with. So let's look at one example. And well, this problem also has a funny name, stone wall, because sometimes the linguists, they are confused. But the translation of the word stone, whether, well, it's clear that this is an attribute, but it's not clear whether it's a noun or it's an adjective. And the translation may be hard to stabilize, to distinguish the exact one, whether it's каменная стена or стена из камня, which is literally the same, but in certain contexts, such structures, they may require an exact translation, and we have to know exactly how to translate it. So let's look at two first examples. A simulation technique. A simulation technique. How would you translate this? A simulation technique. Would you type it for me? And those who are ready with a simulation technique, would you also translate a bookcase? A bookcase. Техника симуляции, yes. Could you provide another synonym for technique? Техника симуляции, I'm just looking for one more. Симуляционная техника, okay. Техника воспроизводства, техника. Well, there is a better term for technique. Maybe somebody could offer it. Техника, техника, шкаф для книг, yes, yes. I'm just looking for a synonym for техника. Simulation technique. Книжный шкаф, absolutely. Метод, yes, that was what I was looking for and waiting for. Absolutely, метод стимуляции, right? Книжный шкаф. So, these are primitive examples of the stone wall problem, of the noun chain. Yes, method, absolutely. So, we see that bookcase, the book, a bookcase, definitely refers to the word case, right? And book is always used in the singular form. We cannot say books case, right? But we mean шкаф для книг in the plural. Usually the characterizing noun is never used in the plural, but there are certain exceptions. And if you see a noun which characterizes another noun, the nuclear noun, so to say, if this characterizing noun is used in the plural, it means that there is a specific message for you. For example, if you look at the following examples, a requirements document, описание всех требований. Here, requirements is used for a reason, yeah? The fine trap, ловушка для мелких частиц. But if we say the fine trap, then it would be тонкая ловушка. The futures market, рынок фьючерсов. But if we say the future market, будущий рынок. So this plural form changes a lot, and we have to consider that. But this is just one minor rule, that the characterizing noun is used that definitely in the singular, and if you have it in the plural, you have to look up what exact message the author wants to be rendered. Another issue that we need to look at would be the combination, the noun chain of more than two nouns. For example, if you look at the sentence, the Moscow Region State Farm Horse Exhibition is in St. Petersburg. So we've got several components. 1, Moscow Region, 2, State, 3, Farm, 4, Horse, 5, Exhibition, 6. We have 6 nouns in this chain. What do we start with? The main problem is what to start with. And translators, including myself, we recommend that is a rule. We say that we've got to translate from the final noun. The final noun is the nucleus. The final noun is the component which renders the most important information, and all the nouns preceding it are just the characteristics. Okay? So we start with translating the word exhibition, выставка. Какая? Лошадей, horse exhibition, the closest one. Совхозов, State Farm. Yeah? Then again, relation Московской области проводится или состоится в Санкт-Петербурге. Yeah? So the rule is pretty easy. We translate from the end. The noun chains should be translated from the end. But there may be problems. For example, you cannot translate just sentence starting from the end and moving to the first noun, just like we did. Sometimes certain nouns, they characterize not the final noun, but some nouns preceding it. And that may be difficult. But before we proceed to there, please look at the 3 combinations. Very easy, just 2 components. I'm very sorry. 2 components. And again, I'm looking forward to your translation. Let's start with the first one, the particle velocity. Does anybody know both words? The particle velocity. If you don't know them, please look them up in your dictionary. And everybody, please, everybody present, 47 people, type your translation. Okay, I need everybody type it. All right, the particle velocity. The way you see the translation of this word, of this phrase. Скорость частиц. Yes, скорость частиц. Excellent. Okay. Then keep working the second one. Measurement parameters. Параметры измерения. Yes, excellent. Keep working. Regulation speed. If you're done with the first one, keep going with the next 2. Скорость частиц, right? I would not say частицы, no. Скорость частиц, yeah. And again, we cannot say частичная скорость, no. Like in the word, in the sentence, like we translated it, bookcase, yeah? Шкаф для книг, не для книги. We cannot say that this is скорость частицы. Скорость частиц. Параметры измерения, yes, absolutely. Not измеряемые параметры. No, sorry, it's absolutely different. I hope you feel that this is different, right? Измеряемые параметры, that would be measurable parameters. But here we have параметры измерения. That's absolutely different idea. Please be careful, translators, okay? Скорость частиц, right? What about regulation speed? Regulation speed, everybody. How would you translate this? Regulation speed. Скорость регулировки, скорость регулирования. Ага, so I have two different versions, and please be careful. I have скорость регулирования и регулировка скорости. And this is one of the traps of technical translation. Скорость регулирования и регулировка скорости, they are different ideas. Yeah? And if you translate it wrong, the message would be absolutely wrong. And the translation will be inadequate, right? Регулировка скорости, that's going to be speed regulation, right? But regulation speed, скорость регулирования. Please, everybody, remember, this is really important because noun chains, they are one of the most difficult issue for a technical translator, and we have to clearly see the message, okay? Especially if you translate in this field for the first time. You need to check every noun chain. If this cliche exists in the field you're working with, you have to check your target text and compare with the sources you can find online if people actually say that. Yeah, absolutely. This is скорость регулирования. Yeah. So, скорость регулировки. Right, you see these are the translations of the sentences we've just translated on our own. Well, now we are increasing the level of difficulty, and I'm giving you 3-component noun chain. But you see that not all of these components are nouns actually, right? There is one adjective. A replication-dependent process. Dependent is an adjective. An oxygen-free gas, yes, and the rock feeding system. So we've got an attribute between two nouns. And before I explain the idea of translation, the rule and the meaning, again, I would like you to check yourself and type the translation of these 3 phrases. Everybody, please check yourself. Try to be the first, Try to type your translation. A replication-dependent process, an oxygen-free gas, and the rock feeding system. Come on, everybody. I need everybody being active and participating actively. Okay. Yeah, I'm not reading because I'm waiting for everybody to type their versions. Okay. Remember the third one, the rock feeding system. That's really nice phrase. I just need to see the way you understand it. Зависимое от репликации, окей, зависящее от копирования, бескислородный газ, зависимый процесс репликации. Now really clear, Laura, think about it again. Газ без кислорода, okay. Okay, so you can see my versions of translation. And a replication-dependent process, that would be процесс, зависящий от репликации или от копирования. Yeah, there is just a term, репликации, and I decided to use it. Yeah? Then we have an oxygen-free gas, газ свободный от кислорода, yeah, или бескислородный газ. Yeah, but again, as I said, you need to check every term you coin. You have to look it up in Russian whether this phrase exists. If you can say бескислородный газ, actually you can't. That's why газ свободно от кислорода, или you can say газ не содержащий кислорода. Right. And the rock feeding system, система, подающая горную породу. Absolutely. Yes. So sometimes they may define the previous noun. Yeah. So, and you have to be careful with that. Okay. One more challenge, everybody. One more challenge. That is going to be really hard, but I'm sure you will cope. The tactical air-to-ground systems effectiveness model. So please pay attention to two facts. First, the article, the, yeah. Then the plural form of the word system. And as I have outlined, the key noun will be the word model, because this is the final one, yeah? Let's see the way you can translate it. How would you translate it? The tactical air-to-ground systems effectiveness model. So, the first tough one. Please, looking forward to your versions. Модель эффективности тактических систем воздух-земля. Ага, модель эффективности тактических систем типа земля-воздух. I'm sure you got the field where it comes from, right? This is military topic. Yes. Would there be any more variants for that? То есть модель эффективности тактических систем воздух-земля. Absolutely. I agree with you. Let's look at the second one. A natural, language-oriented question-answering system. Again, we have the article, we have the nucleus, the nuclear word, nuclear noun, the final one, and the characterizing nouns. Please. Некая система ответов на вопросы, ориентированная на родной язык. Родной ли? Ага. Система ответа не очень на вопросы, ориентированная на естественные языки. Yes. I'm not sure about естественный язык, but естественные языки is nice. Yes. Некая система ответов на вопросы, родной язык, no. Система ответа, not sure that it's going to be just one answer. Yeah, there could be a lot of answers. Система ответов на вопросы, ориентированная на естественный язык. Is there just one natural language? Система, направленная на решение вопросов естественного языка. No. No, this would mean that this system would deal with issues that arise in any natural language. But here we deal with just with the automatized system to answer questions related to natural languages. Yes. Система ответов на вопросы, ориентированная на естественные языки. I agree. I think, guys, this would be the best translation of this statement. You see that though we have natural language in the singular, a does not refer to the natural language. It does not indicate that there is just one natural language. No, the indefinite article refers to the word system. It means that this is just the one system. And also we have just question in the singular, but basically there may be a lot of questions. If you think logically, then we have to translate it in the plural. So this is the biggest issue in terms of singular plural issue and in terms of noun chain. We need to understand what is meant here, singular, plural, and what characterizes what. Yeah. So that means that there are two rules. First, always start translating from the final noun. Second, check the cliche rules of this topic. Just check your target variant. whether it's usable in this particular field or not. Отдельности тактических систем воздух-земля. And система ответа на вопросы. Ответа, oh, sorry, I think it's a misprint. Of course, it should be ответов на вопросы, ориентированные на естественные языки. Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah. Ориентированные или направленные, yeah, I agree, it could be. I'm not sure, касающиеся, ориентированные и направленные, yeah, why not? And like I said several minutes before, they may be attributes used within a noun chain, and sometimes it's hard to figure out what these attributes refer to the final noun or to the noun before it. And here you see two sentences that we need to critically consider and try to figure out where we should put the translation of the word important or a complete, yeah, important or complete as attributes. So, ladies and gentlemen, could you please translate these two sentences? I make you work really hard today, but I do all the talking, sorry, so you do all the writing, all the typing. So the important measurement parameters are presented in table 1. Please, your translation. Think about the position of the word important in the Russian variant. The important measurement parameters are presented in table 1. Everybody just brace yourself. We have several more minutes, but I need you to text. I need you to work, okay? Please translate the sentence. Важные параметры измерений представлены в таблице номер 1. Показаны в таблице номер 1. Изображены в таблице номер 1. Представлены. Ага. Указаны. Представлены. Okay, the structure of the sentence is similar. I would choose the word представлены, yeah? But I would translate the article. Эти важные параметры измерения представлены в таблице 1. Yeah? The important. So, the next sentence. A complete requirements document should include the facts about the device. Please remember what I said about plural forms. If we have requirements, a complete requirements document. Важные параметры измерения. Okay. I think there was something. Ага. Полный документ с требованиями должен содержать факты об устройстве. Okay. I need more versions. A complete requirements document should include the facts about the device. Полный перечень требований должен включать в себя характеристику Yeah, I agree этого устройства. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's important to specify. Okay, any other variants? More variants? Полный документ с требованиями должен содержать факты об устройстве. Yeah, about the device. Yeah, полный документ с требованиями. Полный документ. Do you feel that it's like, it's not really Russian. Полный документ. We don't say like this. We don't speak like that. So maybe some other options for instead of полный документ. Ladies and gentlemen, correct yourself. Полный перечень, полный пакет требований. Yes. Yes. Полный список всех требований. Yes. Полное описание. Yeah. Должен включать в себя перечень описаний. No. It's too many descriptions. Полное описание всех требований должно включать в себя сведения об этом устройстве. I think articles are really important. We will talk again about them. I was hoping face-to-face, but we could talk about this online as well. Then we have an option в полном списке рекомендаций устройстве. Yes. В полном списке рекомендаций должна быть информация о списке об этом устройстве. Полный документ с требованиями должен содержать данные об устройстве. Yes. Okay. You see the versions here. Законченный перечень. Полный перечень is fine, yeah. Полный документ. Гуля, please mind that does not agree with the Russian equivalent. So, again, traditionally my versions, we have the important measurement parameters, данные важные параметры измерения представлены. Полное описание требований должно включать все сведения о данном приборе. Again, the facts. Right, please mind the articles. The articles cannot be overestimated. They're important. And I think, as far as I remember, the last but one slide for our translation practice, the mechanism must perform straight line motion. The nearest city approach, as stated by Fleeney, is a popular one. This research describes the development of a digital computer simulation model. So, this is our final challenge, everybody, and I need you to brace yourself and provide your translation bearing in mind everything that we have discussed, okay? All the information and knowledge that you gained, please introduce into the translation of these 3 sentences. And I need you to type as fast as you can the translation of all of these 3 sentences in one message, okay? In one message. Just imagine that your employer requires the translation of these 3 sentences right now, and you are texting for him in WhatsApp chat the meaning of these 3 sentences as accurate as you can. Okay? The mechanism must perform straight line motion. The nearest city approach, as stated by Fleeney, is a popular one. Fleeney is a scientist. It's his surname. This research describes the development of a digital computer simulation model. Try to text the translation of 3 of them in one message, okay? But actually, does not matter much, but it could be easier for me. So, what do we have? Механизм должен выполнять движение по прямой линии. Okay. Well done, Milusha. We continue. Everybody, please type as fast as you can. Your employee is very impatient man. He cannot wait too long. Механизм должен двигаться по прямой линии. Должен приводить прямую ленту в движение. No, sorry, no. It does not make or it does not induce any influence onto the straight line. It just performs the motion. Движение по прямой линии. Данный механизм. Good, Laura. Должен осуществлять движение по прямой линии. Должен выполнять движение по прямой линии. Должен выполнять движение по прямой линии. Good. The second one, everybody, please pay attention to the second one. The nearest city approach, as stated by Fleeney, is a popular one. As I said, Fleeney is the surname of a scientist. So, second sentence, everybody. I'm waiting for the second translation of the second sentence. The nearest city approach, as stated by Fleeney. Okay, Andrew did the right job that I wanted. Этот механизм должен совершать прямолинейное движение. Андрей Ахметов, great. Согласно Флини, подход, выбранный ближайшим городом, популярен. Not sure about that. Это исследование описывает разработку симуляционной модели цифрового устройства. Ага, quite close. Согласно Флини, подход, метод ближайшего города, сформулированный Флини, достаточно популярен. Yes. Сирият, good job. We don't know exactly whether this approach stipulates the selection of the nearest city or something else, but we cannot translate it like выбор. We have to check it, and I don't know, Siriyat maybe guessed it, or maybe she looked it up online, I don't know, but the nearest city approach, метод ближайшего города. That's the official name that was stated by Flini. Yes. And the third one. Everybody focus on the third one. This research describes the development of a digital computer simulation model. Согласно Flini, as stated by Flini, no, it's not the message. When you say as stated by Flini, it means как было заявлено Flini, то есть это по словам Flini, да? So then we say метод ближайшего города, предложенный Flini, довольно популярен. Yes. Или сформулированный Flini. Подход ближайшего города, метод лучше ближайшего города, достаточно популярен. I'm not sure we can say как сказал Flini. No, because it's too informal. Yeah? Изложенный Flini is good, Milusha, right? Это исследование описывает разработку модели симуляции цифрового компьютера. Ага. Симуляция, I think we best say моделирование. Yeah? То есть в этом исследовании описывается... We don't say это исследование описывает, unfortunately, because it sounds very natural in English, but it sounds awkward in Russian. Please don't translate it this way. We translate it in the passive. В данном исследовании описывается... Development. I'm not sure it's эволюция. Модель... So, модель. So, look, I want to draw attention, everybody, to the structure. Describes the development of, and then we have the noun chain, okay? То есть, ребят, у нас же вот это вот ряд существительных начинается после предлога of. Значит, development ключевое, а потом уже идет Digital Computer Simulation Model, в котором model будет ключевое. Где у вас development? Посмотрите еще раз на свои переводы. Пока не вижу хорошего. Еще, ребят, пока не найду хорошего перевода, не отпущу вас. So I need the right, good, adequate translation. And as soon as I get it, we quit this torture and move to the next slide. Так, в этом исследовании описывается разработка, yes, схемы моделирования, good, цифрового компьютера. Сария, you're a superstar today, yes. Описано развитие, Dinar, I'm not sure, моделирование, no, развитие или разработка схемы моделирования, yes. Simulation model. Модель симуляции, that would be too loany, yes. Word for word, the loan, translation loan. Схема моделирования, ну, цифровой вычислительной машины. По сути, это цифрового компьютера. Yes. Цифрового компьютера. Yes. Описана разработка моделирования, окей. Имитирующий, no, Андрей, it's complex and the idea is lost. Yeah. No, but we have a good version. Siriyat, great job. You can see my idea. Данный механизм должен выполнять движение по прямой линии. Yes. Метод ближайшего города, сформулированный в линии, является популярным методом. В этом исследовании описывается разработка схемы моделирования цифровой вычислительной машины. Yes. So, if you look at my translations and the translations that you provided, you would see that the meaning, if we misinterpret the position of certain nouns and the relationship between these nouns. If we misinterpret them, then the meaning could be lost, or the translation could be absolutely inadequate. Yeah? And if you compare certain translations that you provided with the ones given here, you would see that they mean different things. Yeah. So please critically assess your translation and see that it means different things. If you do not follow the proper distribution of the noun chain in your translation. So, the home assignment, as I said, the home assignment can be transferred to the next week because it's a week off. But anyway, I will, of course, duplicate the assignment, duplicate your assignment personally, but those who want to try themselves, you can start working by just pausing or freezing this streaming and looking at the statements that may help you, and I'm sure they will help you to be more proficient and to have bigger expertise of your technical translation of noun chains. So as usual, and you can see you have 30 minutes and you can look up the dictionary only 3 times. Please mind your intuition and try to guess the field and translate the way you see. Yeah? And the second element for translation would be the text, which again requires, time limit, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes, and 3 maximum times to look up something in a dictionary. I believe you will be able to do that. So the assignments are due next week, but if you're ready this week and you want my critical assessment, please send your answers, or you can leave them just here in the comments and I will comment back. I hope that you enjoyed this webinar and I hope that you found it useful. My primary purpose is to build up your proficiency in technical translation, and but I hope you know that you need to practice a lot to become a good technical translator. You need to practice your grammar to make it as proficient, as accurate as possible, because grammar is very important in technical translation. So these are 2 links. I don't want to give you many links, but these 2, they're really nice for some practice. You can analyze the examples and read a little bit more about the noun chains. Please translate as much as possible, and you will definitely become a pro. So this would be it for now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming on holidays, being with me and supporting, and for your desire to become professionals. So if you have any feedback, you can leave it to me here or personally in my maybe WhatsApp or email. It's up to you. And happy holidays. Keep safe. Goodbye.